Awesome. Okay. Let's make sure everything is all good. Hunky-dory. Wow, we'll get this show on the road here. Let's get this going. Do this, do this, do this. And this, and this, and this, and this. So, game audio is looking good. Mic audio is looking good. That should be okay. Jump on over here to the YouTube. Make sure the YouTube preview is coming through clear and well. Looks like that's all good and up and running, which means we are good to go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you all are doing well here today. Happy Thursday. Almost Friday Eve. It is Friday Eve, as a matter of fact. Hope the week is finding you well. Welcome to tonight's festivities. Tonight, we have the 5-star feature Daredevil Hell's Kitchen feature arena going for 1 to 5% for milestones, and I want to make sure that I stay at 1 to 5% because my Daredevil is maxed out, and you don't get max sigs for duping them that away. So that is what we're gonna be doing here tonight. I'm just gonna be putting them some points, and you know, just kick back, hang back, have a good time, and go. Before we get too far along, I do want to welcome the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. Always got plenty of cool stuff coming down the pipes. Had a massive 14 featured 6-star crystal opening from Tuesday that went beyond God tier, which was very, very fortunate. Did a live stream of initial completion of variant 6 a little bit earlier today. Going to be streaming the rest of that upcoming here. Not sure if that's going to be in the next day, couple days, whatever it is, but that's going to be coming up here quick too. But it's going to be pretty chill. Culminating, though, in a big Act 7 Book 2 Legends run sometime here before the cutoff early January. Still trying to figure out the times for all of that and all that good jazz, but ring that notification bell, stay on top of stuff as it goes live, and we're gonna have ourselves some good times. There we go, Luke Cage down. That is most excellent. Noah is first for the 3rd time. Way to go, Noah. Good job, bud. Good job. Noah says Proxima is my favorite underrated champ. Yeah, she's a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. Hopefully one of these days, honestly, we get like a test dummy to, you know, that's just a bullet sponge. We can take Proxima out and actually, you know, get her all revved up and ramped up and actually see what she can do, because as far as I'm aware, there isn't any content in the game with a deep enough HP pool where you can really like let Proxima rip, really capitalize on her damage output. And you know, that'd be really fun to do and have as well, because Storm Pyramid X is much the same way. As far as I'm aware, there isn't anyone with a tanky enough HP pool without some nonsense damage cap that can survive either one of them. So there we go. Man Falcon coming back in time to say a happy Thursday. Man Falcon currently is in the future, enjoying Friday already. How's it going, Falcon? Welcome to the stream, bud. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. It's been a good day, guys. It's been a really good day. Busy day, but a good day. Like I said earlier, wound up streaming a little bit of Variant 6 a little bit earlier. Had an absolute laugh with the exception of a Mojo fight. That Mojo fight can kindly go away. But the rest of Variant 6, at least for the initial clear, was an awful lot of fun. An awful lot of fun. So many fun spams. Kingpin spam. Venom spam. Magneto spam. Such good times. Such good times. I'm looking forward to clearing that out later on. And then seeing what wound up getting out of the Awakening Stone, or Awakening Gem as well. I gotta say, I did do an opening at the end of the live stream there, just, you know, because I earned it. Getting through that whole gauntlet, got to open up some loot. And it's actually it's growing on me. I'm saving the rankum stone that I did get till the next level up event, which probably won't be for another couple days, but I'm looking forward to taking up my champ. The legendary Half stopping in saying hashtag let's go legendary. Half is here. How's it going? Good to see you, bud. It is always a pleasure. How are ya? It's such a blessing that we had that gold event. It's a shame that it's over already, but it's such a blessing that we had it. I hope you guys definitely took the chance to capitalize on some of those, all that gold boost that we did wind up getting. Because if you had managed to hoard a bunch of gold shards or a bunch of like arena boosts and then sell them during the event, I could have made off quite handily with a bunch of free gold because of that boost. So it's gonna go a long way, a long way. You could cheese the Mojo fight with Sentry or Mole Man, or of Sentry with Mojo or Mole Man. That's what you mean. I didn't have a problem with the Sentry fight. Did not have a problem with the Sentry fight. It was the Mojo fight that was a lot of fun. Just because I kept getting horrible RNG. I mean, I'm a scrub, so that probably counted for a good couple of the KOs, no doubt, but also got a bunch of bad RNG too. Falcon's happy that the Christmas stuff's done. Met my future wife today too. Convincing her of such would be another issue, but cross that bridge when I get to it. Yeah, baby steps, bud. Baby steps. First, get her number. Name first, number second, preferably. And then go from there. Save that gem for the first date. See how that goes. I mean, if you're serious, yeah, there is some truth to that. That's what my wife said when she met me. She didn't tell me this until much, 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 much later. But that's what she said. Which is like the first time I've uttered that phrase unironically, ever. It feels weird. It feels like I'm waiting for a punchline that's never going to happen. I feel empty now. Noah says, bagels are much better toasted. Which is a fantastic segue into tonight's question of the night. Bagels are better non-toasted than toasted. True or false? Noah apparently believes that bagels are better toasted. Also asking, do you like bagels with cream cheese or lox more? Lox, 100%. 100%. Oh man, you give me some good lox, and that just makes the bagel. That just elevates it like tenfold. Especially if it's a quality bagel too. Not like one of those that you get in like a 8-pack or a 10-pack at the store. No, you go to like a proper bagelery, get a bagel, put some fresh lox on there, and just have a good time. Yeah, I'm with half there. I'm with half there. Hey, if that's how it worked out, then there you go. Stick with the friendship. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Why has no one made bagel cereal? Little mini bagels like Fruit Loops? Well, Falcon, strap in, bud. I'm about to blow your mind. Because, what if I told you there was a cereal out there that already is that? It takes like a bagel and shrinks it down into like a little itty bitty bite size. Not only that, but when you eat this cereal, this bagel cereal, you just feel really happy inside. You feel lighthearted. You feel cheery almost, which is probably where they get the name. Let me introduce you to Cheerios, my friend. But really, if they made like a proper bagel cereal, like an everything bagel, instead of just like a plain bagel cereal, that would actually be really nummy. So long as the little bagel bites are gooey like a proper bagel should be, not like crunchy or dry or any of that. I'm sorry, Falcon. That was awfully snooty of me. But really, though, it's really interesting because I will say this, doing some of my research for the cereal streams, which, shameless plug of the stream #1, guys. Tune in Sundays, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the weekly Super Cereal Sunday Cereal stream. Get to chow down on some cereal, hang out, play some MCOC, chew the fat a bit, have a fun, and munch on some good nummy cereal too. So, see you guys then. But in doing the research for the cereal stream, it's ridiculous how many times like each of the different cereal companies like copies a cereal and then like pastes it again with like a slight difference, right? So like Cheerios, for example, there's like 80 different kinds of Cheerios in the store. This is Cheerios with apple flavor. This is Cheerios with frosting. This is Cheerios with fruit bites. This is Cheerios with Cheerio bites. You know? It's like, good lord, guys. Like if you got a good idea, stick with it, but you gotta like you know, innovate a little bit. Bagel pizza bites. There you go. Sounds so good. You know, actually, when I was a kid and then in college, that was actually, we did that for snacks. Little bite-sized personal pan bagel pizzas. You make it the exact same way as a regular pizza, just on a bagel, half a bagel, then instead of a pizza crust. Put it in the oven for just long enough for it to get toasty. Melt the cheese. That's nummy. Nah, it's gotta have that proper bagel texture. It's not a bagel. I know. I'm just having some fun. But seriously though, if there's like a proper little bagel bite with everything, like an everything bagel, I would be all over that. Alright. Dread it, run from it, fear it. As 5 people always arrive. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. It's good to have you guys here. Is no one going to comment on that Bishop's PI? I have no idea what was with the Bishop's PI. Honest to goodness, I was not even paying attention. Was it weird? Did it look weird? Was it high? Not high enough? It's not often that I'm caught completely flat-footed like that. Andy McBandy stopping in saying, "What up, all? What up, Andy? How are you? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday evening. Friday for some of you time travelers out there, too." And Armand stopping in and saying, "Hey, what's good, Armand? How is it going? Happy Friday Eve. Happy new arena week. Arena reset day. We got Daredevil Hell's Kitchen for everybody who does not have Netflix Daredevil already. Really bummed, I'm not going to lie. I'm really bummed that they didn't wind up doing a selector where you could wind up getting classic Daredevil as well. Because that's the one I want as a 5-star. The 5th is a mystery spot. Keep that one on the down low. just in case. It's the guest spot. You know, it's like one of those old serial TV shows from like the 50s, right? Or like even the cartoons, right? Scooby-Doo did it for a bit. It's like, yeah, you got the gang, right? You got Shaggy and Scooby and Velma and Fred and Daphne. And then like the mystery spot, whoever the guest of the week is. Whether it's like the Globetrotters or who's who of Hollywood in the 50s, 60s, early 70s. And they'd all get into those zany antics. Half says you got a CGR a couple days ago. Now you've got him at rank 2, or is it rank 3? Do you love CGR that much? I do. I do love him that much. So, spoilers for everybody for an upcoming video here in the next couple days. I just gotta edit it and render it out, but it's already shot. But yeah, I had a Cosmic Tier 5 CC that I've been sitting on for a good long while, and I really didn't know who I was going to use it on. Like I was really leaning towards using it on Vision Arcus, and I like Vision Arcus, I really do. But you know, then Space Ghost came along, and then Space Ghost decided he wanted to show up twice, and I'm like, well, there we go. Space Ghost it is. Noah says, man, Rob, are you that old? Yeah, I just look... yeah, I look really good for my age. No, but that was really the benefit. Like, I had to really... I watched so many cartoons growing up. Like, all the cartoons. Like, the new stuff. I mean, it's old now, but the new stuff. I watched, like, the old stuff from 10 years ago when I was, like, a baby, right as I was born, right? The cartoons that were airing then. And watch, you know, the classics, like the Scooby-Doo, Hanna-Barbera stuff, and even going back to the old Looney Tunes stuff from the 40s. I loved me some of that slapstick comedy. Still do. Why does my name appear in color? I don't know, Noah. It's showing up same as everybody else's on my end. Probably because you reference, just so it shows up that it's you, maybe, in chat. Not sure, though. Kingslayer popping in. Hey there, hi there, bud. How you doing? How's everything? Happy Friday Eve. Not sure how you get so many arena points. I want to get Daredevil, but I can only put up 3 million per roster run. Well, now's the time to do it, because I do predict that Daredevil is going to go probably about as low as Gambit did a couple weeks ago. Like, Gambit went for like 23 mil, I think. It was like the lowest 5-star cutoff ever. Which is really weird. Noah says Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was the jam. Yeah, that's the one where it was like it was the show within a show, right? So it was Mickey and like the who's who of Disney cartoons just like chilling in a lounge. And then they would play like the actual like old school Disney cartoons in between, you know, a couple minutes of like modern meta story. I think that was Mickey Mouse Lounge. As memory serves. Ended up watching the featured opening, and it was some unreal luck. Yeah, it was. It was. I can't even believe it. It's so fortuitous. So fortuitous. But thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'll take it. Chunk. charge. Actually, I should just practice up on my quaking a little bit. Get Angela to bait out a special first so I don't get clocked in a... Well, I guess not. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Thought was there, though. Grew up on Hanna-Barbera and Warner Bros. Looney Tunes, then Thundercats, He-Man, etc. Yeah, Ninja Turtles was the first one for me. It was I mean, Ninja Turtles was a little bit after He-Man. A little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. That's where I got my start. Also, first time I realized that they keep reinventing cartoons, especially the Turtles franchise, like every couple of years. Because it was like, hey, it's the Ninja Turtles, and then it was like, hey, the Ninja Turtles next evolution, or next mutation, right? And then it was the Ninja Turtles, the live-action TV show, where there's suddenly a fifth Ninja Turtle. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is different. I mean, aside from the obvious that it's live action on one and cartoon in the other, but storyline and character development was all over the place. Boink. There we go. Donut Cop popping in with the Hobbit raid. Awesome. How's it going, Donut Cop? Always a pleasure, bud. Cheers, everybody. Popping in from the raid. Shane's part of the Hobbit raid. How's it going, Shane? Good to see you. Happy Friday Eve. Andy McPandy, also part of the Hobbit raid, and Mike Chan. Welcome, everybody. Good to have you. Hope y'all are doing well here. Hope the week has found you well. And to you guys just joining in, I pose the nightly question over here on my left. Bagels are better not toasted than toasted. True or false? I have some very strong opinions when it comes to bagels. Which is, I realize as I'm saying it right now, how strange and very oddly peculiar that sounds to say. I'm just very particular about my bagels. But I am. I genuinely am. I am very particular about my bagels. Just because I have such a high expectations. I've had wonderful bagels before. And that's kind of, on one hand, it's really like raised the bar for me, but at the other hand, it's kind of ruined cheap bagels now. So it's a give and a take. I'm like, go for it, Iron Fist. You got this. I'm gonna just eat these punches. You do the work for me. Oh. Get it out of here. Good gracious. Alright. Alright. A little bit of Iron Fist karma right there. And Hobbit popping in, part of the hashtag Hobbit raid. How's it going, Hobbit? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well here today, bud. Much appreciated for the raid. Much, much appreciated. Half saying bagels are better not toasted than toasted. There we go, getting a bagel discussion going. Is bagel something like a sweet? It's a dessert? No, it's a bread, a dough ring, basically. It's amazing. And then you slice it in half. To clarify, I'm talking about like fresh bagels. Like if the bagel's been sitting on the counter for like a day, couple of days, then yeah, please toast it. It's a rock otherwise. But if this thing's like fresh, like it was just made this morning, and it's still fresh, where like the inside is gooey, It's still warm from the oven, but the outside is, you know, flaky, just so. That's what I'm talking about. That's a bagel. Thursday, Friday, same day, tomato, tomato. For everybody where you're at, if it's Friday right now, greetings. Greetings, everyone from the future. Hope your Saturday Eve is going well. For the rest of us, though, we are still stuck in the past. It is still Thursday. It is not payday yet. I mean, assuming that, you know, Friday is payday for you guys. Could be payday for you guys. It's traditionally payday. But I suppose in today's days and age, it kind of varies. Mike Chan says false. Armand says false. Noah also chimes in false. Well, you know, to each their own. To each their own. For the most part, toasted is better unless they are fresh, in which case... where's it at? Man, that jumped. In which case, I don't want them toasted. Exactly. And that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming from. Because, like, if it's a fresh bagel, right? If it's a fresh, proper bagel, nah. Because then you get the fresh bagel, you get sliced, and you put a bit of, like, cream cheese or smear, right? A little bit of lox, or a lot of bit of lox. And then you take it, both halves, on the plate that you prepared it on. You go and you sit down, you take a big bite, and you just enjoy the heck out of it. That's like the proper... It's an experience. It's an experience. I also realize that I do this to myself every stream. The stream always winds up tangenting into food. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the facts. I'm not complaining at all. I love it. However, it always does transition into talking about food, and I always wind up wanting said food. The bagel sounds so good right now. Bagel doesn't have to be toasted, but you have to throw it in the mic for a little bit so it's a bit steamy. Yeah, that works too. That's a great way to freshen up a bagel too, especially if it's starting to get a little dry. Just throw it in the mic for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that, so it gets gooey again, and then go to town. Cheers, all. Bagels don't exist. They're actually called beagles. Jewish folks invented them, and they were... there's a shop in Brick Lane in London. Been there over 100 years, if ever in London. If ever in London, I am 100% going there. There's a place... It's a small chain out here called Einstein Bagels. And that's all they do. They just make bagels. And it's absolutely wonderful. Because, you know, you can go other places, get bagels. You go to, like, you know, any sort of breakfast place, and he's like, I'll take a bagel. And then they just, like, open up the mass-produced bag of bagels, and they're like, this looks good. Slap it on a plate, and they're like, here you go. No, that's not a bagel. You're not doing it right. I mean, same's true of, like, eating a donut. Right? Like, there's a proper way to make a donut, and you can tell if it's been made properly, made with love, instead of, like, assembly lined it. And a bagel is pronounced bagel. Ah, there you go. Matt Murdoch popping in saying, "What's up, Rob? I can't have bagels regular. Gotta have flavor." There you go. So getting it toasted adds an extra layer of flavor for you. Texture I get. Flavor that's interesting. Unless you're talking about getting it like super toasted. How many points will I need for 4-star Hitmonkey? Honestly, it's anybody's guess. And I don't say that just to be like dismissive or whatnot, but like 4-star featured a month ago, we're going for like 11, 12 million points. Right. Hitmonkey's a rerun, so like a rerun would have been going for like 6, 7, 8 million points, something like that. Spider-Ham is a brand new champion and an extremely fun champion and an extremely good champion, and I got him for 6.8 million. Handily. Like I was ranked 300 out of 800 and got him with 6.8 mil. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. Put up like 8 million. Get to 8 million, see how you're doing, see what time it is. If you got time to put up more, do more. If you don't, then you might be good. It's anybody's guess, though. The scores are all over the place. Oh, fresh bagels. Never ever toasted. Only a psychopath would toast a fresh bagel. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's no hope for you. Does anyone have any advice on how to cram 20 missing assignments into one day? Well, you pull out your handy dandy time turner and you give it a flick, right? So then that just rewinds a couple of hours from your day, your personal day. That way you can just fit in a couple of extra hours worth of stuff and lather, rinse, repeat, and there you go. No, you set a timer, you take a power nap, you get up, you do another one, you take another quick little power nap, and then hope and pray. Good luck, bud. Good luck. Come on. Come on, stealthy. There we go. Boink. 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 I'm just gonna cheese the heck out of this fight. I don't care. That's what Archangel's here for. Cheese fest. Billy popping in. How's it going, Billy? Billy says, well, to be honest, bagels. Oh, I already read that one. Bagels. Yep. I am way far behind on chat. 7-star arena need 1 billion points. Don't even put that evil out into the world. Now Noah wants a fresh baguette. I could go for a baguette. With some oil. Speaking of the time turner, what are your thoughts on Harry Potter coming back next year? You know, I've only heard bits and pieces about that. Not like the entire confirmed story setup. But so catch me up. It's not an adaptation of, was it the standalone book, right? It's like a proper story. Proper news story. I mean, either which way, the whole thing's gonna be fan service and just like another reason to try and like keep Harry Potter land going. Especially since, you know, Fantastic Beasts is kind of just like sidelined indefinitely. Which I'm okay with. But, I don't know. I'm excited for the video game. I am very excited for the game. Because before all of the Tom Riddle nonsense, and you can still have fun with the magic and Hogwarts and the world, right? Without any of the overarching story that we've already heard, and that's already kind of been done to death already. So I'm very excited about that. Tomorrow's the last day of this semester. I procrastinate way too much. Well, I wish you the best luck there. I wish you the best luck there. It is possible. It is possible. You just gotta hunker down and get it done. Jacob popping in. What's up, Jacob? Come on, get out of here, Infinity Man. Goodness. Can anyone repeat the guys? Repeat the guys? What? What? People's Champ stopping in. Finally, the champ has come back to vonShoe stream. What's good, PC? Happy Friday, bud. Hope you're doing well here today. Always a pleasure. PC, well, I got you here. I gotta ask. If you like your fresh bagels toasted or not toasted? It's the question of the night. I'm putting you on the spot. So I think we overall have come to a consensus. Now that we all understand each other, I think we've come to a consensus. But since you're popping in now, and with fresh eyes, I must know. There we go. And Lefty popping in, saying, yo, what's good, Lefty? Speaking of Fantastic Beasts, says Noah, what are your thoughts on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard fiasco? I don't know, dude. All I hear is the hearsay that I hear in the tabloids. I don't have any of the facts. The only thing I know is that when I was watching the first Fantastic Beasts movie and Colin Firth transformed into Johnny Depp, I was very disappointed. Not Colin Firth, Colin Farrell. I was very disappointed. Colin Farrell was absolutely killing that role. And then Johnny Depp popped up, playing a very Johnny Depp character. So, strictly in terms of things that I think would be interesting to watch on the screen, it'll be nice to see somebody else do Grindelwald that isn't Johnny Depp. I'll say that much. Especially since it's Mads Mikkelsen. That dude is like the quintessential villain. So it's always fun. As a side note, it's always fun to see him play non-villain roles, but like Mads Mikkelsen, when he's playing a villain, is like exactly who I always imagined Grindelwald to be. But we'll see. We'll see. Billy says, I love Fantastic Beasts. Finding out there was a new Dumbledore brother just felt bad for Johnny Depp in the cast. Yeah. Well, they haven't completely shelved it, right? They're still coming out with a new, the third film. I mean, I've got more. I've got very conflicted thoughts about that series in general, but you know, they set up a third one, and I heard that they're doing a third one still. So I mean, that's good for the cast, the rest of the cast at least. My problem with Fantastic Beasts is that it's two movies trying to be one movie. On one hand, you've got Newt and his quirky adventures with the animals. And they keep trying to force Newt into, like, the actual A-plot. Which is, hey, you know, let's set up the Wizarding War. That wound up spawning, you know, leading into Tom Riddle, which led into Voldemort, which led into the Harry Potter movies. So, hey, here's young Dumbledore. He's interesting. That's Jude Law. We like Jude Law, right? It's Jude Law. Hey, it's Grindelwald. It's Johnny Depp. We still like Johnny Depp, right? I mean, I guess. And they're like setting up, like they're setting up sides. It's like the proto Death Eaters. You know, it's a period piece, so there's also real world stuff going on at the same time that also mirrors what they're setting up here in the movie. That's interesting, right? Oh, hey, look, Newt's chasing after a little fluffy guy. Isn't that so silly? Hey, look, Johnny Depp just killed a little wizard baby. Isn't that so awful? It's just like, pick one. Pick one. Is this a happy animal movie, or is this like a nitty-gritty, actually real-world wizard movie, you know? Pick one. Also, the guy who lost his memory in the magic ring somehow got his memory back because reasons? Because he was the one character in the first movie with any personality. I don't know. I'm dumping way too much on that film. I enjoyed the world. I enjoyed the time period piece. I enjoyed the A story. I just always felt annoyed when it was Newt's turn on the screen, because it was just distracting from the much more interesting A story. Grady, I missed you earlier, bud, but big howdy, Grady. Hope you're doing well. Saying, howdy, shoe robbing Vaughn. Well, that's me, Mr. 9Grady0. Good to see you, bud. Half saying that I'm gonna have to stick to bun butter jam. I've never eaten bagels before. It's really delicious, or just the 8-year-old's favorite? Which one, the bagel or the bun butter jam? Because I've never had bun butter jam. I've had jam on butter on a bun, but I think it's a bit more involved than that. Boink. Yoink. Colin Farrell is coming back for the third movie, but as the wizard Grindelwald was impersonating. Oh, he was actually real? Oh. I suppose. I always took it to be that Grindelwald was just impersonating this guy all along. Not like he's got... not like he just straight up mad-eyed moodied him and had Colin Farrell in a trunk someplace. Alright, Noah. If you're taking off here, then take care, bud. Always a pleasure, and we'll catch you next time. I love auto block. Especially when it's 100% accurate. I thought Mads was awesome as Hannibal in the TV show. So suited for the part and nailed it. Yeah. Yeah. First time I ever saw Mads in anything was in Casino Royale. Freaking brilliant. Hands down my favorite James Bond movie. Like, they kind of killed the franchise for me after that one, but dang, Casino Royale was awesome. Yeah, they're bringing out the 3rd, 4th, and 5th movie. Yeah, that's right, they're doing 5. Alright. Come on. Get out of here, Winter Soldier. Good lord. I've got damage masters turned on and it still feels like I'm hitting like a noodle. Weird. My problem with Fantastic Beasts is only the first movie is about the beasts after. Yeah. They're in the movie but not about them. Exactly. Exactly. It's like pick one, you know? Explain to me why these beasts are fantastic. And why I need to go and find them. As opposed to, hey, look, marketing stuff. Half says auto block counter. Yeah, I mean, if I go up against somebody who has an auto block counter, yeah, then that's not going to work for Darkhawk. But for that fight in particular, I mean, it's just Jane Foster. So because I got knocked down already, I had the 100% auto block ability, and you know, you could just have some fun with that. Boink, doink. Wyatt popping in saying hello. What up, Wyatt? How's it going, bud? But speaking of which, did they say when the new release date for the newest James Bond movie is? Like, I'm assuming that's getting dumped on streaming platform sometime, but I don't remember, or haven't seen at least, when and where. Would be very cool to check that out. Hopefully they do justice by the story. I would appreciate that. But if nothing else, the cinematography of those films has just like been ramped up to the nth degree. And that by itself is worth the price of admission. Speaking of Joaquin Phoenix, I kind of don't want him to come back as the Joker. Like, they told a really tight, closed, well-developed, well-told story. So, I mean, if they can come back and do something similar to that again, where it's a tight, well-knit, developed story with this character, then awesome. But I doubt it. Just because both of them, the director and Joaquin Phoenix, are both like, nah, dude, I'm done. We told the story we wanted to tell, and that's it. But, you know, I think the money talks. I can't blame him for taking the paycheck. I'm just saying that tonally, or quality-wise, it may wind up being a little different. Because you can always tell when someone's doing a job for the paycheck as opposed to when they believe in the art. Half needs an amazing damage over time champ who doesn't need any revives. I could take Black Widow too, but she's not having any synergies. What do you suggest? I already have Torch. Karnak. Spam special 1. Actually, totally serious. That would work. Killmonger special. If you intercept an opponent's special attack, you can get the True Strike that away from Killmonger. So that's an option. There's people out there. There's people out there. Stop with the Joker movie. I've never seen it, and avoiding all spoilers. Alright, bud. I'm not gonna spoil it, but that movie has been out long enough where it is fair game to talk about it. Keanu Reeves can never be accused of taking the paycheck. 90% of his salary was given to makeup, costume, and hair so they could have more money. Yep. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is hands down one of the most stand-up people out there. So, yeah, kudos to him. Kudos to him. Looking forward to playing Cyberpunk. It'll be fun getting to see him in that. It'll be fun seeing him in Matrix 4, even though I'm not holding my breath about the quality of that movie. But it'll be fun seeing him in it, in whatever role he's playing. Good dude. Because I'm assuming that since, well, actually, no, I take it back. I had heard one way or another. Because Matrix 4 is a Warner Bros. Movie, it's going straight to HBO Max sometime next year. But that's how we're going to see it. Yeah, Nathan. That was a fun bit. Stop it, Wood. Stop it. No touchy. No touchy. Alright. Got the anti-dex on me. That's right. Nathan says, pulled a Solar Surfer on as my second 5-star on my second account. Nice. Got that prestige option right out of the gate. Very cool. Plus, he's got some fun utility and immunities and stuff too. So, yeah, really solid champ to get. Prop up that second count a little bit. Second account playing just to play the game again, fresh. Or setting it up really to capitalize on the whatchamacallit, the gifting event. Because if so, that's smart. Boink. There's that. Man, that's bright. Like telling the AI, hey, I do all the hitting. You do all the getting hit. But how do they respond to that? How's that gone over so far? That's the thing. I talk to the AI all the time. Mainly trying to provoke them into throwing a special. Because they always seem to turtle up at the least opportune times. And then I'm like, come on, dude. Come on. Come on. And, you know, 40% of the time it works every time. Got original... original Gulk? Hulk? And Silver Surfer on my main, pulled a Sentry as my 16th 5-star and rage quitted. Just started another. Yeah, Sentry has that effect on people. Maybe this year, next year, he's going to get some attention. Just to make him more viable. As a not Sig 200 anything star. Because that's really one of my biggest issues with Sentry is that in order to really benefit from Sentry, he's got to be maxed out. And then even still, now you have a Sig 200 Sentry on your hands. It's just weird that his prestige is as high as it is. Was it Killmonger or Black Panther way back when? With the glove? Or the gauntlet? The glove. Hey, if Ghost had those double-edged bleeds, could she convert the bleed to fury? Yep, she does. She does. She starts the fight off converting that and Liquid Courage into furies right off the gate. Like before the fight even starts, that's when it switches over, so... Yeah, you don't take any damage from that. Sentry is a lame character no matter how you flip it. Yep. I mean, especially, you know, in relation to Void, too. You know, Void being like one of the most broken, useful, overpowered science champs in the game, period. And then you've got Sentry, who's the exact opposite end of that stick, and he's a glorified meme. Remember there was a YouTuber a long time ago who took Sentry up as his first 5-star back when those were hard to get? Yep, that was Idolist. Idolist was huge on his Sentry, and he swore by him. He would always bring him into AQ. And he made him work. He liked him. I can't fault him for ranking up somebody he enjoyed playing. I would not follow him down that rabbit hole, but he sure enjoyed it. Hey, I'm stuck on masochism. 524 trying to become uncollected. Any tips? Sure. Who are you using, first off? Cheers. Because the biggest thing with that is just, you know, being aware of the buffs, which is pretty straightforward, you know, on the nose response, not very helpful on my part, but really that's like 90% of the battle right there is just being aware of buffs. So Sentry has the power of 1,000,000 suns. Kabam saw that as the challenge. And now it's the power of 1/1,000,000th of a sun. AKA he's a noodle hands now. Noodle arm pillow man. Boink. That probably wasn't a good idea. Let me just caught up on chat here. Sentry doesn't have the power of a birthday cake candle. Yeah, not even like one of those trick birthday cake candles too that you can't put out. That just always stays lit. Come on, dude. Special me, please. You clown. Thank you. Get out of here, dude. Start playing a Realm of Champions. I don't think it's the greatest, but it can be if they tweak it and move things around. I feel like it could be a great game. Yeah, I downloaded it. I haven't signed in yet. I would like to get in and at least try it out for myself. I have a feeling that I'm going to wind up agreeing with a lot of what people are saying about it, but I still want to try it for myself. Now, and freaking Seaton's got me hyped up for that stupid new Disney Mirrorverse one, too. Not stupid because it's stupid. Stupid because it looks really fun. Robert's using a 455 Voodoo. Hype duped, Sentinel duped, Archangel duped, and Domino duped. Okay, so first things first for Masochism is learning and getting good with reparry. Now, what is reparry, right? So, like, you go into parry, right, and it's Masochism, so the first time doesn't work. But that counts as the opponent's first hit. Well, now they're going to go straight away into their second hit, right? Now you hit the parry button a second time, like in rapid succession, right? So first parry does nothing, second parry, that's when you get the stun. So it's basically like tap tap. You can get the parry off that way. That's called reparrying. It's super helpful and it's super useful no matter what path you're on. Because if you go up against somebody who's annoying like Domino or Guardian or Professor X or anybody else who has a projectile-based medium attack, you're going to want to reparry them. Or Infinity Iron Man. That's going to be really helpful. Another bit is to get somebody who can either heal block or just out-damage the heals. That would also be useful as well. So in combination with the reparry, then you've also got the heal block set up so they aren't, benefiting from that. Or potentially even somebody who just constantly is throwing debuffs. Void, for example, is constantly proccing debuffs. So then you would have like the automatic Void debuffs popping up, triggering whatchamacallit, triggering it, so then you can just go in and parry normally anyway, because it already ate that that debuff as a slight cooldown. That makes sense. Assuming that the total megabytes of the game is 994, there are a lot of game crashes, but the most annoying is the time taken to update it. Is it just really slow to update? Or do you think it's because so many people are downloading it because it's new? And it's just a temporary setback? I would like to think that's what it is. Wouldn't that? Because I wish the game well. But initially, it kind of sounds like it could have baked in the beta for a little bit longer too, you know? Well, to be honest, Kabam have made reparrying and backdrafting a lot harder. Backdrafting especially, yes. Reparry, yes. Just because they know that's a thing now, and people are getting better at reparrying. And, you know, can't have people breaking the game mode. So they're going to keep inventing new stuff, and, you know, especially keep implementing, I'm sure, root at some point as well. It's all going to have something to do with it. Still a good thing to know, though, because it still shows up in way too many places not to know. Thanks for the detailed explanation. Got a 4-star Torch unduped 550. Would he be solid? Yes, if you get the reparry going, then Torch is going to be solid, because he's going to prevent some of that heals, too. Especially if you've got a point or a couple points in the Despair Mastery. That's going to help a lot, too. Despair being that it reduces the amount of power and heals that opponents get from power and heals nodes. Based on how many debuffs you've got on somebody, so that could be useful. Dr. Jenga popping in saying, hey Rob, what's up Dr. Jenga? Happy Thursday, hope you're doing well, always a pleasure. I reckon MCOC will suffer the same fate as Forge to fight, possibly, but it's still early. It's still early. I'm gonna give them a couple more updates. You know, see how that all plays out, how that all develops. Wish them the best, though. But yes, if they don't hit the ground running, it's not going to go well. Have you had a chance to play MCOC yet? Nah, not yet. Not yet. But now that Spider-Ham arenas are done, now that... Well, I still got to finish up Variant 6, but now that a lot of the stuff from like this week and last week and the week before that is done and off my plate, yeah, I would really like to crack into some of this other stuff that I've been sitting off on. And MCOC is definitely one of them. Go see what the hullabaloo around Storm Pyramid X and Sorcerer Supreme is actually about. Boink. Haven't played the new game. Real busy with school. Winter break in a week. Nice. Well, enjoy the vacation. Well, I messed up. I didn't heavy charge there. Got the job done, though. So I'll take it. Alright, Falcon. Take care, bud. Thanks for hanging out. It is always a pleasure getting a chat and say howdy. Wish you well, and we'll see you next time, bud. I don't know, Billy. What do you call it? I call it MCOC, but do you have a different way to pronounce it? I always, like, with either one of those games, I always imagine somebody with, like, a fedora, like, tilting the fedora saying, like, Maroc. Why do they say you're not meant to dex with CGR? Because if you dex when you're not ready to dex, you aren't gonna get as big a bursty damage as you could otherwise. He's very specific with what he can like the optimal rotation, you know, so you don't want to proc anything on yourself before you're ready to proc it. Basically, long story short. If you thought the cav crystals were bad in MCOC, equivalent on MROC is going to make your head spin. It took RNG to a whole new level, like having 4 stat spins in one. Which wouldn't be that bad if you could respec. You know, cost you something to do it, but you could respec. It doesn't look like that's the case, though. Which I think is really dumb, though, too, because that extremely diminishes the in-game value of a lot of stuff, right? Like, if you get something and it's not good and you're stuck with it, no one's gonna... It's not worth anything to anybody. Half Saiyan gonna open 3 of the 6-inium crystals. Wish me luck. Good luck. Let us know what you get. And yeah, just for kicks. Open up some of the smaller crystals first, see if you get some of that bad luck out of the way. Obviously, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it, but... Crystal number 1 is a Nova. Ouch. Wait, what? That's so lucky. That's so lucky. He had me. He had me right there. I missed the second dex, and that was it. I'd heard that. I heard that, Nathan. That was unfortunate. It's been rough for the Star Wars cast here this year. Come on, Gilly. Second hit, you go invisible. You couldn't have humored me for a little bit longer. Boink. Boink. Enjoy some of that soul barb. Heal up too while you're at it for more soul barb action. Bye. Ah, I love me some Mordo. Spam galore. Wouldn't that be awful, Billy? That'd be such a waste of a character. Hey, you know this character that, you know, we haven't seen in canon in 40 years? Well, we're gonna bring him back. Give him relatively nothing to do, and then just get rid of him. That would just be such a waste of a character. Like, I don't think they are. Like, he screams spin-off potential, you know? Screams spin-off potential. Hey, half pulling the 5-star Space Ghost. Nice. Very cool. See, that's the other thing, though, too, and it kind of may wind up diminishing this season, is that everybody's getting a spinoff. Everybody's getting a spinoff. You get a spinoff, and you get a spinoff, and you get a spinoff. Everybody gets spinoffs. As long as they keep the quality up, keep them coming. That's what I say. Stop it. Stop it, Aegon. Stop it. Come on. There's that. Awesome. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Cool. But I think Grogu will turn to the dark side by the end of Season 3. That would be a twist. That would be a twist. Evil Baby Yoda. The big old red eyes. I mean, they keep focusing on Baby Yoda's eyes, so... Just because he's all big and bug-eyed and adorable. Like, now he's evil. He's got lightning shooting from his fingers. He builds his lightsaber out of the knob from the ship. I want Benedict Cumberbatch to play Thrawn, says PP. I think it would make a solid Thrawn. I think it would make a very solid Thrawn. I wouldn't mind Jason Isaacs coming back, or coming as Thrawn, either. He would be fun. Or, wow, brain fart. Elrond. Or Agent Smith, Red Skull. Why am I forgetting his name? That's so bad on my part. He's such a good actor. How am I forgetting his name? Hugo Weaving. Thank you. There we go. Hugo Weaving could be fun as Thrawn as well. If they wind up introducing him in live action. Andy says, which crystal are you opening that has both regular and cosmic Ghost Rider? Yeah, seriously. Best thing about the Ahsoka spinoff is it's never confirmed when she dies to speak to Rey in Episode 9. Yeah. Well, I mean, does she have to be dead to speak to Rey right there, even though everybody else is? Mark my words, though. The way that they're kind of like wibbly wobbling the timeline a little bit is like, watch, they're going to put Ahsoka on one of the planets that the Starkiller base blew up to make us care about at all that the Starkiller base blew up planets. That's my guess. That's what's going to happen. Like, it took a freaking space laser to blow up an entire bloody planet to take out Ahsoka Tano. That's my guess. You heard it here first, guys. Like, they're gonna take that away from Chewbacca, and that's the way Ahsoka's going out. Just because they haven't humiliated Chewbacca enough in the sequel trilogy. I think the present that Kabam is going to give is 10,000 shards to be used in the holiday store instead of 5 or 6-star crystal shards. Maybe. I mean, it would have to be an equivalent of it, right? Because I would frankly rather have the 10,000 5-star shards or the 10,000 6-star shards than the 10,000 holiday shards, just because at least that way it's guaranteed value instead of like playing the lottery and pulling like, you know, 3 stars. The sequels aren't even canon. Well, see, my guess is that the way that they keep building out the new EU is that they aren't going to make the sequels non-canon. They're just going to make them like a side story. Like, oh yeah, you know, they're all just derping about on whatchamacallit, Exfoliate, planet Exfoliate, right, with all the different Snoke clones and test tubes. Like, that's just going on over there. We got the entire rest of the galaxy to focus on. Alright, so what have we got? What have we got? Throw up long shot. Let's throw up red face. Let's take a red mask, I guess. And Rhino, MVP. Variant MVP. I think Grogu is Master Yaddle's kid. I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe that's why Yoda derped off to a Dagobah. Just skip out on child support. He's like, bye. Not my kid, bye. That'll be weird. Well, that'll be interesting, though. Because they designed Yaddle in Episode 1 to mimic the Episode 1 puppet version of Yoda, right? As opposed to, like, the Empire version of Yoda. So, like, since they've replaced puppet Yoda in the prequels with CG Yoda, it'll be interesting to see if they keep something, like keep the CG look for Yaddle, or like keep her the puppet look, if that's what it is. As long as Disney doesn't film. You check that out on GreenTube, I'm sure. Was the Empire right? I don't know, man. The Empire did nothing wrong. Boink. Boink. Rey is the granddaughter of the test tube son of Palpatine. Grogu's blood was used to create Snoke, the failed... Rey's father was the success with no force powers, but Rey was the success. Yes, that I think is basically the plot. So Rey's father was a clone of Palpatine, right? So that, biologically speaking, that she's basically Palpatine's daughter. Basically. Did you ever... Well, there's crash number 1. Did you ever see Thumb Wars, the Bob Odenkirk spoof? You should check it out. Stupid humor, but fun. I have not. I haven't even heard of that. Thumb Wars. That's interesting. Is it just like thumbs with smiley faces drawn on, I'm assuming? Alright, Nathan. Take care, bud. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you next time, bud. Gonna claim some of the silly loots here. Claim that, claim that, claim that, claim that, and that. Neat. Skill combat, guys. What a solid piece of content right there. What a challenge. See, this is why I'm afraid to just do one-offs for feature crystals. I'm just gonna get a random like Punisher or a random Cable instead of, you know, APOC. If Disney would have just filmed Dark Empire, all would be right in the world and they would have a few more $1 billion. Yeah, instead of having to, like, you know, do a soft reboot less than 10 years before, after getting their whole new trilogy going. Now, don't get me wrong. I hope that the sequel trilogy is, well, I don't want to say is kept canon, but I hope I would be remiss to say that there weren't things about it that I liked. There's a lot I didn't like, but there's an awful lot that I did like. Like, if you would just keep the new trio, like if you could keep Rey, keep her history, you know, vague. Keep her a nobody. The way it should always have been. Keep her a nobody. Keep Finn. Keep Poe. But, like, actually develop them and give them something to do and, like, grow as people. Yeah, awesome. Because, like, the setup for them in Force Awakens, I think was great. Force Awakens is my favorite of the three. Just because it's the most hopeful and optimistic and laid the most groundwork for what could have been a lot of fun for sequel follow-ups. And, I mean, then they did nothing with them, but, well, I'm done. But I got nothing against the trio. As actors or characters, the way that they were set up in Force Awakens. They just had nothing to do the last couple movies. Anyway. Stop it, Bishop. MS stopping in. Hi, can I do Variant 6 Chapter 1 with the 3-star Rhino? Yeah. Any of those ones where you can, I don't think it's Chapter 1, 1.2 maybe, and then 3.2, I think. Yeah, those ones where you see the videos with the Rhino spams, yeah, you can do it with the 3-star. You can do it with the 4-star, you can do it with the 5-star. The important thing with Rhino is that you proc the Unstoppable by running forward. It doesn't matter how much damage you do, it's just that you have to proc the Unstoppable buff. So that's why you can wind up cheesing it with 3-stars, even though it's like you're so grossly outmatched otherwise. Because it's the debuff you proc by doing that, as opposed to the damage you can deal. Good lord. I gotta trim my mustache, I think. It's all kinds of itchy. Anyway. But if Palps wasn't strong enough to steal his own powers from his kid, but Grogu was almost to the same as Yoda's, so... The more you think about it, the more painful it'll become. I recommend just throwing in the towel and calling it a wash. Still waiting for Eminem Star Wars collab, the M Empire. I am shocked that they would never have done that. I am shocked that they would never have done that. That's such an obvious cash-in, especially since there's so many different character M&Ms now. You know, between red and green and yellow and everybody else. It's like, you could easily do... If Family Guy can do Star Wars, M&Ms can do Star Wars. MS, you are more than welcome to send one. Not gonna lie, I don't really go through my friend request section here in game. It's nothing personal. It's just that I don't like how there's a cap on it, a low cap on it, and I don't want to get into a position where I'm having to delete people off the list, you know, willy-nilly just because. So yes, you are more than welcome to send a friend request, of course, but please don't take offense if it just sits there. It's nothing personal. I just don't look at it. The M Empire. Yeah, but then you got Slim Shadys running around in Vader suits, and that's just a little strange. Start breaking the immersion of the experience. Be like the old epic rap battle videos. You got Darth Vader throwing down some lines. I do say this, I do miss those videos. The epic rap battles. Do miss those. I think it was I definitely think it was time to retire it. They had a really good run, they had a lot of fun. Some amazing content. But yeah, check them out if you haven't already. They got some fat production money from YouTube when YouTube was really throwing money at the content creators. Good lord, what was it? 8 years ago? Boink. But that's always fun to do, though, too, is every now and again. Rarely, but every now and again, just go down memory lane. Like, dive deep into the YouTubes. Not the new stuff on your feed, but stuff like, hey, I watched this 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I don't know, however long YouTube's been around for. Be like, see how well it's aged. Remind yourself of simpler times. Alright, so we are slowly slogging through 6 stars. I need a distraction. So, for a distraction, how about burning some energy? Hey. Fun times, guys. Fun times. Jam out to the new music. Which is much more epic than I think this simple basic quest deserves, but there we are. This is Slim Shady of the Rap Empire. Got smacked in the face by my mama for being a liar, so I set her on fire like Vader turned into Michael Myers. There you go. Billy's got it. Think you're onto something. Now all you gotta do is bleach your hair and throw on a sleeveless t-shirt and you're good to go. You're well on your way. Nah. Keep spamming Space Ghost. Let's keep spamming Space Ghost. Pew. Pew pew. Kamehame. Ah. Well, cheers, Billy. You know, once I'm done streaming, you know, go to the club and moonlight a little bit. Maybe tonight will be the night I don't get laughed out of the place. Maybe. Hope springs eternal. Or I could just hang out here and keep punching dudes in the face for bonus points. Oh man. I'm gonna need to massage my fingers later, my hands. Because between Variant 6 and the arena grind, this arena grind, and then the arena grind in the morning, plus opening up stuff for the gold boost event, my fingers must have tapped the screen here like thousands of times. That's something I don't ever want to find out, is how many times my fingers have tapped the screen here. Per day, per week, per year. Don't want to know. Don't want to know. Only sadness, I'm sure, is what I will find out. Boink. And boink, boink. Boink, doink. Come on, dude. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stealthy. Stop it. Get out of here. You clown. From 123 back to 112, it's Rob vonShoe on stream for you. Tonight we're chilling with Billy Burrett. He's got the throwing down the lines, throwing down the verses. Got ourselves a impromptu rap battle in the house. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Alright, so let's see, I want to do this. I was going to say, how sad would it be if my Doom gets rinsed by a 4-star Civil Warrior bot? Wouldn't be impossible, but it'd be painful. Nevertheless. Where's my thing? There it is. I'm slowly doing 711. Last path is Oscillate, Invade, no Corvus. I keep losing my combo, getting KO'd with Aegon during practice. Any other champ suggestions?
just throwing heavies.
Who is it? It's
Yeah.
who has solid block penetration? It was one of the mutants. I want to say either Domino
Almost already did.
Oh, did you unmock her?
Yeah, absolutely.
or possibly Guardian as well.
Hey, it was just a joke, and I forgot to do so.
No, not Ghost as much because Ghost isn't going to do a whole lot of damage hitting into somebody's block, and that's really where it's at.
Come on, maybe
Is his name PJ?
It's on the tip of my tongue though. I remember someone has huge. Falcon I think does now, right? Like if you're locked on, Falcon bypasses a lot of armor. That might be an option. Otherwise, potentially a Mystic Champion who can. Well, actually, no. If it's Oscillate, you're going to want to keep that armor up because then that just means they're going to just keep blocking and make your life easy for invade. And I don't think you can nullify that, actually, the armor up. I think it's a permanent buff,
we should mod beat someone you've never seen.
which is a shame, but... That's my guess, though. Let me finish this fight, and then I'm gonna go look at a couple of things. Because now you got me genuinely curious too, PP. Well,
I guess you like never.
is Dragon Man worth a rank 3? What's up, Rocky? Rank 3 5-star or rank 3 6-star? That's the question.
Yeah, but the gap between one and
He is, yes, 100% worth a rank 3 as a 5-star. And he's only worth, I would say he's only worth a rank 3 as a 6-star if you can throw 140, 160 Sig Stones at him. Because his Awakened ability is really good, but you really need a lot of Sigs to capitalize on it. That's the kicker. So his prestige is pretty good. It's pretty good. Not the best Mystic out there, but it's pretty good.
You're the only one, just so you know. I have 2 Twitter accounts now, as you know.
I do know.
So if you do put the 140, 160 Sigs on that 6-star, you should be having a pretty good time prestige-wise. But like all of the values here for his Awakened ability, I'm assuming he's unawakened. If he is awakened, then that's awesome too. But even still, Sig 40 here, you're just reducing buffs by a little bit, and you're getting, a nominal bit of, attack boost, armor boost, stuff like that. So, Dragon Man I've actually been on the fence about myself because I would love the 6-star version. I really want a 6-star version. He is so much fun to play, and I would rank him up immediately. But because of that Awakened ability, that's the kicker. That's the kicker. Rank 2 for sure. Rank 3, that's tough. If you don't think you're gonna, or if you don't want a Doom, if you don't want like Clairvoyant, somebody like that, then he might be decent. Nice. Congrats to Simula. PP, do you have a Captain Marvel movie? Because she would be fantastic for that.
Well, who knows how many people there actually are?
That's That's it.
Have I played Galaxy of Heroes? No, I did not.
Most I'm still
I remember seeing it advertised all the time, but
good.
at the time I wasn't big on FTP games.
First thing I'm doing after this.
So I just kind of, or role-playing games. So I kind of let that one go. Whereas Galaxy Heroes, like the Contest of Champions Star Wars version from only a couple years back. Yeah, PP, try Sparkles. Just because you're going to be, especially when she goes binary, she's going to be dealing a lot of damage on her dash attacks as is. And it's really easy to do those dash attacks. So, plus, combined with Invade, you should be able to do some pretty solid damage through opponent blocks.
Alright, we'll try again. Nope, Wiser, I am not subbing to you again.
Hey, someone got a thing. Congrats to whoever that was. Alright, so I'm going to put this down right here. Please don't. Well, too late. Too late. What's my PI? 12.6, I think. Yeah, 12.6, almost exactly. Or prestige, you mean? Or the PI. Either which one.
Thanks for hopping on. That
But, alright guys, that, unfortunately, I'm thinking, it's probably a pretty good place to call it for the night. Pretty good place to call it for the night. Solid run, though. Solid run, putting up a bunch of points in the featured 5-star Daredevil arena. I'm only going for probably about like 20 million points. That should get me into the 1 to 5% bracket, and that's really where I'm hoping to stay. So that's cool, and we'll see. Let's get a raid going, though, guys.
The game lagged there for a second.
Let's get a raid going. I want to see if this link here shows up. It's been really fussy lately. Okay, cool. It did. So the link showed up. That is to Kingslayer. Kingslayer is a good friend of the channel. Fun story. Kingslayer and I wound up getting into the content creator program the same day. So we have that
Another SP1.
that brotherhood kinship going right there. That's always fun.
Use my SP2.
I'm going to be live streaming again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, putting on more points in the arena. Hope to see you guys then. If you would, though, kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff does help me out immensely, and I do very much appreciate it.
Should be fine.
But, till then, everyone, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everyone. Bye for now.